All right, it's a really good time to be a Miami Dolphins fan right now. 4-1 going into Week 6 to play a winless Panthers team. So really, we should be 5-1 in just a couple of days. But some unfortunate news today is Achane is being put on the IR, so he's out for the next 4 games at least. Those 4 games are, of course, the Panthers this week, and then the Eagles over in Philly on Sunday night. Then it's the Patriots back at home, wearing the throwbacks for that game, and then the Chiefs over in Germany. And then the bye week is after that. So he's out for the next 4 games at least, but he's going to get 5 weeks to heal, meaning he should be back for that Raiders game in Week 11, because McDaniel did say that it wasn't a very easy decision to put him on the IR. So, he's going to be out for those 4 games. He should be back for that Raiders game. And that's around the time that Jalen Ramsey should be back too. He might be making his debut that week as well. Hopefully he is. If not, it'll probably be the week after or maybe the week after. But after Week 13, I think he should be back. And maybe even Teron Armstead returns for that Week 11 game versus Vegas as well, which is at home. Because I think he's eligible to return for the Chiefs game in Germany, but if he doesn't, then he'll have that bye week to recover as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if he misses that game too. But either way, I think in every single video so far, or at least almost every single video so far this entire season, I've talked about this running back room. I've said that, when all 4 of these guys are healthy, Mostert, Achane, Jeff Wilson, and Salvon Ahmed, the Dolphins are going to be in a good situation, but a pretty tough spot where all 4 of these guys deserve snaps, but they're not all going to get. So it's going to be a series of, healthy scratches. And we saw Salvon Ahmed be a healthy scratch last week versus the Giants, and this week he won't be because Achane's going to be out. And also, Jeff Wilson Jr. is coming off the IR. He practiced today. He should be back this week, which is great for us. But, when Achane's healthy, it just makes you think, what are the Dolphins going to be doing? Chris Brooks is not even, just some scrub as well. So he deserves his stuff as well. But at the same time, if these guys are going to get injured, it's happening at, pretty good times. But if I did tell you that Achane was going to be put on the IR in Week 5, you probably wouldn't think it's a big deal, but, Achane is the second leading rusher in the NFL so far this year. I think McCaffrey's number 1. But at the same time, he's, I think, less than 100 yards below him. And Achane also missed Week 1. He was a healthy scratch Week 1. And less than 2 weeks later, he had 4 touchdowns in that game versus Denver. So a pretty crazy development trait for Achane so far this year. He's probably got to be the leader for Offensive Rookie of the Year, maybe up there with Bijan and Puka Nacua from the Rams. He's having a hell of a season, but now Cooper Kupp's back, so his production might drop. But yeah, that running back room is going to be looking like Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson Jr., Salvon Ahmed, and then Chris Brooks, which, isn't too bad. I think the Dolphins signed Jake Funk to their practice squad. He was waived by the Colts a couple of days ago. I doubt he sees an elevation, but whatever. The Dolphins do now have a spot open on the 53-man, so, they've elevated Chase Winovich, the edge rusher, I think 3 times already this year, which is the max limit, so they can't even elevate him anymore. So it'll be interesting to see if they put him onto the 53-man. Nick Needham can be elevated. Robert Jones can, but I doubt that happens. I guess Chase Winovich would likely be the guy because they've elevated him for almost every single game this year, and they can't anymore. So they'll probably just add him onto the 53-man. He's been a top-tier special teams player for this team. But yeah, man, I mean, honestly, losing Achane hurts. I mean, he's such a speedster, and you can see his production being upgraded week by week. And of course, Week 3 was that breakout week for him. And then Week 4 in Buffalo, he had it was 7 carries for 100-something yards and a touchdown, or 2 touchdowns, I'm pretty sure it was. He balled out that week, and then Week 5, this past one versus the Giants, he had that 70-something yard touchdown, and he just looked really, really good. I'm excited for when he comes back. He said he's going to be back healthier than ever. I know everyone says that, but I think that he will be. The Dolphins have been very cautious with injuries so far this year. I think that they're going to stay that way with Achane. I think he probably could be back before those 4 games, but like I said, they're being cautious with everyone's injuries so far this year. But this Panthers game should still be fun. I mean, Achane is not going to ruin all the fun. We're talking about a team that led up, 42 points, I think, to the Lions last week. They didn't even have Amon-Ra St. Brown. So this Dolphins team might put up 50 this week versus Carolina. I'm excited. But yeah, man, Achane's going on the IR. He's out for the next 4 games. It sucks that we're not going to have him for those 2 top games in Philly and also in Germany versus the Eagles and Chiefs. But you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna count this weekend as a win. I'm gonna say we beat the Panthers. Let's say we beat the Panthers and we're 5-1. Our next 3 games before the bye week is the Eagles on Sunday night in Philly, the Patriots back at home, and then the Chiefs over in Germany. If we can go 2-1 in that 3-game stretch, man, if we can beat one of the Eagles or Chiefs, I'd be feeling really confident. Now, if we don't beat the Chiefs, I don't think it'd be the biggest thing because it's over in Germany and it's Tua has played in London before. Actually, we played the Jags a couple of years ago. That game was absolutely terrible. We gave Urban Meyer his first win of his career when they were like 0-7 or 0-8. And Flores got outcoached by Urban. Might have been the worst game I've ever watched. But either way, it's Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs we're talking about. Travis Kelce is healthy, and the game's in a month anyway, so it's not like his injury right now is going to be a big part in that game. But if we can go 2-1 in that stretch between the Eagles, Patriots, and Chiefs, that'd be huge. I think that we can beat the Patriots at home. We're wearing the throwbacks. That's going to be an upgrade for the team already. I don't think we're losing to the Patriots at home in late October. I think the game is in. But if we can beat one of the Eagles or the Chiefs, huge. That'd be huge. Both of those games are away because technically the Chiefs are the home team in Germany. There's going to be a lot of Chiefs fans out there in Germany because all they know is Patrick Mahomes basically. And of course that Eagles game is going to be tough because not only is it in Philly and it's on Sunday night, and the Eagles are wearing their Kelly green jerseys. So it's going to be a rowdy game in Philly. I really hope that, no one gets injured in that game. But, the Eagles are undefeated so far. And maybe, I don't know who they play this week. But it'd be a really, really fun game to see a 7-0 Eagles team versus 6-1 Miami Dolphins team. Because, not only do the Dolphins get to, get the win in Philly on Sunday night, but that would also be the same night where the 72 Dolphins can pop the champagne unless the Niners are also undefeated. The Eagles play the Jets this week. So, Dolphins fans hate the Jets, but maybe we'd be doing a favor for them by knocking them off. But who knows? Honestly, I'd probably root for the Eagles still in that game because I hate the Jets. I can never root for them no matter what. But either way, that'll wrap up the video. Achane's on the IR, but we should be fine with Mostert, Wilson coming back, and also Ahmed coming back. It's the Panthers this week. Shouldn't really worry about that. But 2-1 in that stretch between the Eagles, Patriots, and Chiefs would be huge before the bye week. Then we get Achane back. We get Ramsey back hopefully around that time. We get Armstead back. We get Phillips should be fully healthy by that point. He'll probably be fully healthy this week versus Carolina. But either way, week 11 is that week where we make that late season push, just like Jalen Ramsey said when he got injured at training camp a couple weeks ago. But either way, that'll wrap up. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Peace.